Okay, Fit Club, we are almost done with the novice training program. So we started in phase one, that's where we're doing the 3 sets of 12. And then we progressed to phase two, which was 3 sets of 8. And we've been working on 3 sets of 5 in phase three for quite some time. Novice training program starts at a relatively high volume, and then the volume goes down. So 3 sets of 12 to 3 sets of 8 to 3 sets of 5. We start at a relatively low intensity, which goes up over time. So we start at that 6 to 10 reps in reserve. So you've got quite a bit left in the tank. And then we go to 4 to 6 reps in reserve. And then now we're at 2 to 4 reps in reserve. So volume went down linearly while intensity went up. Now we've got a low volume with a high intensity. We're going to keep that high intensity and we're going to take that volume up even higher. In the beginning, if we had tried to go too high of an intensity, it would have been really hard for a lot of people. So we started with as much volume as I thought you could handle while we worked on the skill. And now you have a bunch of skill, you have a bunch of confidence, you have a lot of capacity. And what we're going to do, and you're organized, so you understand how the gym works. So now we can get in a quick, efficient warm up. We can get to that high intensity and train with a heavy lift, and then we can throw in some volume. So you're going to have to be organized. Let me go over big picture what this looks like. Okay, here's a breakdown of what the intermediate training program will look like. This would be your first workout. So you are going to start with your primary exercises. This is going to look identical to what you were doing in the novice training program in phase three. You'll start with 2 exercises. You're doing 3 sets of 5 reps. This is going to be hard, 2 to 4 reps in reserve. You'll need to get warm, and you may need to do some sets to get you up to that working weight. You'll go between 2 exercises. For this example, it would be the goblet squat and the bent row. So 5 goblet squat, 5 bent row. Once you're done with these 2 exercises, supersetting back and forth, typically in the novice training program, your workout would be done. We're not done. So then you're going to move on to your secondary exercises. For the secondary exercises, these are going to be 3 sets of 10. You'll still superset back and forth. The volume has gone up. It's doubled. This is going to be challenging. So the reps in reserve will go farther away from failure. You're going to go to 4 to 6 reps in reserve. An example here that you'll use on your first day will be reverse lunges and dumbbell curls. So you'll do 3 sets of 10 reverse lunges. So that's 10 per leg. So it's really 3 sets of 20. So you'll do your set of 20 with your reverse lunges, probably holding dumbbells. And then you're going to do a set of 10 dumbbell curls. You'll go back and forth. In order to help you manage the reps in reserve, you may go a little bit lighter but have less rest time. That's going to help you manage the amount of time overall so this doesn't extend into your workday. Once you're done with your secondary exercises, you're going to move on to your last pair of exercises, the tertiary exercises. These are going to be 3 sets of 15, still supersetting, at moderate difficulty. So the reps in reserve are going to be about 6 to 10. If you're super fatigued at this point and the reps in reserve are closer to failure, even at light weight, that's okay. Just know that this is not supposed to be heavy. There's almost no rest time when you get to the tertiary exercises. Treat these last 2 exercises almost like a mini CrossFit workout. So you're going to go squat, 15 reps, and then you're going to TRX row, 15 reps. If 15 reps of bodyweight squats is too easy, go grab a medicine ball or a sandbag or a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something to make it more challenging if you need it. But you're going to go squat, no rest, TRX row, no rest, squat, back and forth, just like that. This is an example. This is actually your day 1 of training. So again, we have primary exercises. There's going to be 2. It looks identical to what you're doing right now, 3 sets of 5, back and forth, really hard. So very close to failure. Then you won't need to warm up going into your secondary exercises because you're warm. So just clean up everything from your primary exercises, set up for secondary as quickly as you can, get going. Lighter weight, less rest time. When you're done, clean up, Again, you don't have to warm up again for the tertiary exercises. You flow straight into it. Get set up as quickly as you can. Essentially no rest time on this. You're just going to get through it quickly. Now let's take a look and see what it will actually look like in the app. It's going to be helpful to preview the exercises and the full workout before you show up to the gym, so you have a game plan and you're not wasting time trying to figure out what the next exercise is going to be. So if you get in the app and you go to the calendar date, you can preview the session without actually starting it. So don't hit start session, just put your thumb on the first 2 exercises and it'll open it up. Now you can see, okay, we've got a deadlift superset with a dumbbell bench press. Just like always, if you don't know what the exercises are and you want to see a video, you can click on the dark rectangle and a video will pop up. And you can see that these 2 exercises are going to be 3 sets of 5. So these are your primary exercises. They're going to be hard. So reps in reserve 2 to 4. This is how you're used to training in the novice training program for phase 3. Now, if you want to go to the next set of exercises at the bottom, you hit next, and you'll see you're going to go between a step up and a standing dumbbell press. You'll be able to see these are 3 by 10, so the step up is really 3 by 20 because you're doing 10 per leg. And the reps in reserve get less challenging, so you're a little bit farther away from failure. And then if you want to preview the next 2 exercises, just hit next. And you'll see this is a kettlebell swing, superset with a push-up. These are 15 reps. So these are your tertiary exercises. These are moderate difficulty. These are typically designed to be pretty light and pretty fast with almost no rest time in between. Okay, that's it. That should be all the info that you need. If you still have unanswered questions, let me know. The key to being successful with the intermediate training program is being organized. So I highly recommend that at least before you show up to the gym, you have looked at all of the exercises. So then you know what's coming up next, or at least you have some kind of concept. If you come in without a plan, you won't know what's going on. Now, how do warm-ups work? I am going to have a general warm-up put on the board. I am not going to run the group through a warm-up. So you can come in, you can see what I recommend that you do for a warm-up, and then you just get going. I will just be walking around helping people, whether you need help in the warm-up or you need help with some of the exercises or some of the transitioning between exercises. I can help with that. I'll coach as much as you need me to coach. If you come in and you've previewed the exercises and you don't like my warm-up, you don't have to do it. Do whatever you need to do to get ready to train. This is intermediate, so you don't need me holding your hand as much anymore. Now, on any given day, if something is hard, you're not feeling great, you have questions, and you need me to hold your hand, I'll be there. So just let me know, and I'll help. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the gym.